Brothers Bistro. Recipes so simple, even a dude can make it. Hi, I'm Skinny Kenny.
I'm Musclehead Kev.
And we're the Klar Brothers.
Welcome to Brothers Bistro. What do we got going on tonight, buddy?
Well, we got our new unis. What do you think about these?
I know.
Boys?
These things are super fancy.
We
must be cooking up something special.
Yeah, we are. We're doing lemon pepper salmon with garlic Parmesan asparagus.
Wow, that
sounds fancy, huh?
Sounds kind of fancy. I hope it meets our criteria. Is it simple? Is it easy? And is it tasty?
It is super simple, and it's going to make you swallow your tongue, as my grandma would say.
That's true. All right, so we got to make sure you guys all know how to find us, though.
That's right. Turn on the notifications, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up.
That's right. That tells you that you like us.
That's right. You'll find us over on the YouTube machine.
That's right. So with that, we're going to come back and we're going to lay out our recipe for you.
Yeah, we're going to show you the ingredients in just a quick second.
Right back.
That's right. Right back. All right, buddy.
Wow.
What do you think? That was quick.
Look at this. And you know what? It looks pretty simple.
It is pretty simple.
Wow.
These fancy meals don't take much. I mean, even a dude can make it.
Yeah. Those chefs at those restaurants, they make this shit way too complicated.
They charge you $25 and look, it's just a few ingredients. Okay, so let's walk them all through it. The first thing we're going to do.
So we have our salmon and our asparagus. We've washed our asparagus. We've trimmed it.
Well, you got to make sure they know that, because for the knuckleheads like me that didn't know that, there's a hard end on these bad boys. And you want to carve that off so that it's too tough to eat. So you want to get to the kind of the tender part. And then we've got them splayed out here, just kind of laying on the cookie sheet. We lightly sprayed the cookie sheet with our product placement.
Pam, olive oil.
Are you listening?
It's a light spray. So in other words, we could have just went and got olive oil, but it would have been a lot more olive oil. This is just a spray, so it's just light.
Yeah. We sprayed the whole pan, and then we put the salmon down, and we put the asparagus down, and now we're gonna season everything.
Right.
Right?
Yep, and we sprayed the top of the salmon because that way it'll receive the seasoning a little bit more. So let's just walk through our process here. So the first thing we're going to get...
We're going to get this lemon pepper seasoning. This is McCormick's. Again, we're begging you, baby.
I mean, pretty soon we're going to go to Laurie's.
Yeah,
all right, so you get yours, I get mine, and this is going on the salmon.
Sprinkle it on. Yeah.
Kind of like Cheese It Up, but different.
Kind of like Cheese It Up. Lemon pepper it up. Try and get it on there even. And there's skin on the salmon too. We didn't tell them about that, but this is salmon with the skin on the backside. So that's laying down on the cookie sheet. So we got that done.
Okay.
Hand me that. Okay.
The next thing we got our garlic powder. A lot less garlic powder because garlic can be a little bit stiff on you if you get too much of this.
Is going to go on the asparagus. Now, did we spray the asparagus?
Yes.
We needed to spray them. Okay. So again, we want this stuff, the seasoning, to kind of stick to these things. That's why we spray them. So you're going to try and do this a little bit here. There's not a lot going on here, so you got to kind of make sure the whole thing gets a little garlic on it.
Okay. And then our favorite part.
We're going to cheese it up.
This is going on the asparagus.
Right. So we're going to cheese it up.
And this will kind of melt.
Flex your form
and make it good. It actually could get a little crispy too.
Yeah.
And then the very last thing we've got is our lemon slices.
Our lemon slices. Yeah.
So you grab a couple.
We'll take 2 or 3. We're going to basically just put them face down on the salmon.
You got enough? You got a couple
I could
more?
use one more here off to the side.
Okay.
And
we're ready. Our oven is fully fired up and ready to go.
400 degrees. We're going to put this in for about 20 minutes. We want the salmon to cook through. The good thing about salmon is, even if it's not fully cooked, it's like sushi. I mean, there's no way to undercook it, really.
That's right. So we're going to slide it in there, and then we're going to check it, and you can kind of tell when it gets flaky. So the salmon will kind of come apart. And that's how you can tell it's getting cooked through.
And you pull that apart with a fork to test
it? Just in the middle here. And if you pull it apart and it's not pulling, then that means it's not cooked.
Not quite
So
done.
it needs to go back in for a little bit longer. So let's do it. What do you think?
Do it. Open that bad boy.
All right.
I'll bring the two towards you.
There you go. Slide those bad things in. Shut that up. And then I'll put the timer on. How long?
20 minutes.
All right.
So we'll be right back in a jiffy. And it'll be time to pull this thing out. We'll get a good look, and we'll get a taste.
Yeah, it's going to be super yummy. All right, looking forward to it. 20 minutes. I'm hungry. You hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry. Let's do it.
All right, bye.
Okay, it's just about time.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Can you hear it? Ah! Okay, we're going to get it. I'm going in.
Send the fireman in. Here it comes.
Sizzling.
Wow, look at that, baby. Okay, it's steaming. Look at that steam. Here, you hold the plate.
Okay.
Let's see. We got to cut this in half because this is for 2.
Right.
Out there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And look, it came right off the skin there.
Flaking off like we talked about.
I got to get a pan because it's hot, baby.
Okay, put it on there. Good. Let me have the other one, and we'll get that other piece of salmon on there.
Okay.
I can smell the lemon actually.
Yeah.
Smells pretty good. Okay, so
Okay,
now
put the
you
plates
gotta
down. Put the plates down, and we will tong on some asparagus. Look at this. The cheese got all melty.
crispy kind of, right?
Yeah. That's looking pretty good.
Who would have thunk?
Right?
Let me get this pan out of here.
So we got, look at those 2 things. They're looking pretty good. Shall we try one?
Okay, so here we go. We're going to get you a fork. And we're going to get some knives.
I don't think we're going to need knives.
No?
We'll need it for the asparagus, but
Yeah.
let's just try the salmon.
All right.
Wow.
Look at that flaky.
Wow.
Look at that. Woo!
Wow.
Okay, so I'm going to do mine. I'm pull. Look at that flaking right out.
It is lemony.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
Nice.
Let's try some of this asparagus just because we can.
Yeah. I need a little. You were going to feed me.
I was gonna, but my brother doesn't deserve it.
No.
Look at that. Listen, guys, 20 minutes in the oven.
Yeah.
We spent 20 minutes shopping max.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
It was super simple.
The only thing we really had to look for was the actual lemon pepper seasoning. That was the one thing that we didn't already have.
Yeah.
But everything else is kind of normal stuff. You know, we had to pick up a lemon, some salmon, and some asparagus, and we were good to go.
So try it out. It's, like I said, super simple. It just went in the oven for 20 minutes at 400.
400.
And, man, like I said, we didn't even really check it with a thermometer or anything.
No.
We just did the 20 minutes. So
Yeah.
super cool. So try this out. Let us know in the comments. And then remember, go back and watch the episodes and you can get your own free book.
Still trying to hawk that book because I have to pay for it.
Yeah, break the bank, buddy. All right.
And we'll see you next time.
Okay.
Until then, Brothers
Bistro
Bistro
out.